This lamp grows my dinner. I was scrolling Pinterest and found this, the Brot lamp, designed by Benditas Studio, featured on Yanko design back in 2019. It's a decorative lamp that lights your room while growing your food, which is already insane, but look at this shape. Perfect mathematical torus. I thought someone was definitely selling this. Nope, still just a concept. 6 years later, unacceptable. I decided to build it. Next morning, coffee acquired, team present, I showed them the concept. Dead silence for 2 seconds, then collectively, oh yeah, we are absolutely building this. On-shape boots up, time to design. 5 days of CAD work. Why? Let me tell you why. This bad boy is over half a kilogram of filament, has to support 2 kilograms of wet dirt and plants, hanging from your ceiling by a thin rope. If we are off by 1 millimeter, it's over and hours of reprinting. We made it about 200 millimeters in diameter. Tallest part is 215, sized to fit most home 3D printers. Yeah, even the base anniversary can print it. The tricky part was the center shaft. It had to look clean while hiding all electrical wires and supporting those 2 kilograms of loaded soil and plants. So we tested literally everything. Every measurement, every joint, wire paths, weight distribution, structural integrity, the whole 9 yards. Because 5 days of being careful is way better than a week of me screaming at a printer. Trust me on this. Alright, design file is locked in. Finally, we load up the printer and hit start. Hours later we got all our parts, and honestly every single piece came out perfect. No warping, no failed layers, nothing. After days of careful design work, it actually paid off. I think I'll be using this exact first lamp housing for the final product. Hold on, our poll revealed most of you don't even own a 3D printer yet, and honestly I totally get it. But stay with me, because by the end of this sponsored part, I'm going to show you how much money you'll save by using PCBway. Today's sponsor PCBway offers FDM printing with reasonable pricing, but they also have SLA resin printing, SLS for tough functional parts, and even metal SLM printing. But here is where PCBway really shines. They are the king of custom PCB manufacturing. Let me show you how easy it is. I need to order a PCB board for my upcoming project. So watch this. Upload your Gerber files, choose your parameters, board size, layers, thickness, color, surface finish. And instantly you get the exact price and build time. No waiting, it's all right there. Oh, look! My order just arrived. These are custom PCBs and it costs only $5 for 5 pieces. But they don't just do PCBs, they also offer PCB assembly, so you don't have to solder everything by hand. CNC machining, sheet metal laser cutting and injection molding for high volume production. Let's add it up. That's over $500,000 in equipment cost. With PCBway's one-stop manufacturing powerhouse, you'll save all of that and get professional results every time. Just visit the link in the description to access. And about our project, everything was going so smoothly until we ran into a bit of a caveat. Here is where it gets interesting. Lighting. We grabbed a standard E27 bulb, the big one everyone has at home, screwed it in, placed the bulb, and it looked gorgeous. The whole torus glowed exactly like we wanted. But when I'm studying the original Brot lamp photos, I noticed this pull rope switch hanging through the center. And I'm like, oh no, the E27 bulb shape is too big, completely blocks the center hole, so there is no enough room to place switched rope to go through. Plan B, E14 bulb, smaller base, same light if you use the same wattage. Jumped back into CAD, designed a socket holder for E14. Several minutes later it's printed. Pops the pull rope switch in. After successful test, guides the new longer ropes through the center hole. And we also designed our custom handle for it. Turn it on, same beautiful glow, but now it actually functional like the original design. Sometimes the fix is that simple. But then I noticed something. Light from the bulb is bleeding through the upper part of the lamp. The volts are thin as air. At first I'm thinking, Okay, how do we fix this? Thinner walls? Internal buffers? Then I step back and just look at it. The light creates this unusual pattern, almost like a tie-shaped glowing from inside. You know what? Maybe we don't fix it. Maybe this accident just made it more interesting. So let me leave it as is, because we have another problem to solve. Okay. How do we hang this thing from the ceiling? I found these pendant bulb ropes online that already have electrical wiring running inside them. Thought I was being clever, so I ordered one immediately. Once it shows up, I started taking it apart to fit our lamp. And that's when I see it. The rope and the electrical wires, they are not connected. The wires just loosely run through the middle, which makes total sense for a normal light bulb. Those weigh like 200 grams. But our lamp, with soil, plant and everything, about 2 kilograms. If we hang all those weight on these thin electrical wires, they would rip apart eventually. Back to the drawing board. We designed a custom adapter that squeezes the rope itself, which carries the whole weight, and the other side mounts into socket holder. Now, the electrical wires don't carry any load at all. They're just doing their job, delivering power. With the lamp hanging securely, time to plant. We are using coconut coir powder as a growing medium. It's lightweight, holds moisture perfectly, and won't add unnecessary weight to the hanging structure. Fill the trays, spread the seeds evenly across the surface. Now, here is something most people skip: pressing. Seeds need good contact with the soil to germinate properly. Just sprinkling them on top doesn't cut it. So we designed a custom pressing tool specifically for this lamp. It houses about 500 grams of sand for optimal weight in a compact volume. 2 handles built in makes it easy to lift out once pressing time is over. Press it down firmly, seeds are now properly embedded. Here is where the lamp's design really shines. You can completely close the shade by lifting the plant tray all the way to the top. This creates total darkness inside, exactly what microgreens need for their first few days. Locks out all light, keeps humidity in, perfect germination chamber. Next position can partially open for early growth stage and fully open for harvest ready plants. Adjust the tray height based on what stage your greens are at. We open it up and the seeds have germinated. Now they need light. Pull the rope, light turns on. Lower the tray to the right distance, the microgreens start growing under this thing. Oh wait, please not. I'm not claiming this is a professional microgreens tutorial, because there is a lot happening behind the scenes. Watering multiple times per day, monitoring humidity, and all the stuff experienced growers do. We are just showing the lamp work as a functional growing system. The real experts have perfected this process way better than I could explain it. I also had some failure on growing the microgreens while testing our lamp. We tested several different seeds: radish, rubella, sunflower and others. Some batches came out perfect, dense, green, exactly what you would want on your salad. Others, not so much. And that's on me, still dialing in the watering schedule, humidity level, all that stuff. But here is what matters. The lamp actually does what it's supposed to do. It's a decoration that grows your food, both at the same time. The heat from the bulb creates perfect environment for growth. Warm microclimate inside these stores that plants love. And you can make it even better, throw in a smart bulb. Now you got automated lighting schedules. Or you can use a special Phyto lamp instead of a regular bulb for optimized grow light spectrum. The design supports all of it. And we didn't stop there. We already designed Pro and Pro Max versions as well. Bigger diameter, more growing area and more light output. I've already printed them and planted seeds in both. If you want even more microgreens, these scale up the whole system. Now look. This isn't for running a microgreens business. You're not supplying restaurants with this thing. This is for you, for your kitchen or bedroom, for watching those tiny seeds crack open and fight their way up through the soil, for seeing that green carpet get thicker every morning. There is something genuinely satisfying about this little ecosystem hanging above you, changing every day, reminding you that growth happens even when you are not looking. And while that's happening, it's beautiful. The warm glow at night, that torus shape casting light across your room, functional art that feeds you. You harvest, you eat what you grew. You plant again. That's what this lamp is really about. Bringing the growing process into your daily life as something you actually want to look at. Something that makes your space better while making your food fresher. The 2019 concept promised decoration and function. We deliver it both, and we are calling it Phytoring. Phyto for plants, ring for the torus shape. So here is where you come in. What would you add to this? Better drainage, different tray spacing, LED growth lights. Drop your ideas in comments, we are still improving this design and your feedback actually matters. Here is the exciting part. In 1 week we are launching this model in MAKERWORLD crowdfunding. If you want the files, STLs, assembly instructions, wiring diagrams at early bird pricing, check the link below. We'll have different tires available, because when we launch, and I'll keep posting updates exclusively on that page showing how Pro versions perform. The Brot lamp isn't a concept anymore, it's real, it works, and if you build one, tag me on Instagram, I want to see it. Thank you!